little biz around the corner from fear. Be there by next year. Where I'm going, where I'll be. Just a little further and I'll be right there. Then they'll all see.
Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly along with Justin Godsey for the Real Sports Talk. The San Francisco 49ers, when I pick against them, when I say I'm not sure about Colin Kaepernick, this is what happens. Colin Kaepernick goes out, throws for 263 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's good in itself. But then he sets an NFL record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in a game with 183 yards, rushes for 2 touchdowns. He becomes only the second quarterback in NFL history to run for 140-plus yards in a game. The other was Michael Vick, but this performance that Colin Kaepernick just put together was one of the best individual playoff performances that I've ever seen. Him and the 49ers end the season of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, who a week ago looked like a hot team who might be headed back to the Super Bowl for the second time in 3 years. Instead, they're headed home, and Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers look virtually unstoppable tonight.
Yeah, when you looked at this game, Colin Kaepernick did not just lead the team in passing. 17 for 31, 263 yards, so he pretty much covered that. He also led the team in rushing. He beat out Michael James, Frank Gore. This guy outbeat Frank Gore by a total of 60 yards on the ground. He rushed for 183 yards, 2 touchdowns. This is a phenomenal game for Colin Kaepernick. No doubt he's going to be the starting quarterback for next season, even though the season hasn't ended yet. I think Colin Kaepernick has a bright future at the quarterback position for San Francisco. Alex Smith is going to be another subject to talk about. But when you look at this game, I think this is a game that is going to define Colin Kaepernick as of right now for this season. When you look at it, this guy played out of his mind today, facing off against a huge team in the Green Bay Packers. The defense was just completely off of the Packers. The offense was just not connecting. The San Francisco 49ers had complete control, time of possession throughout the whole game, which is dominated by them. And you know what, that really came out, and that's what really gave the 49ers the win here, the time of possession of the ball. And you also look at the two turnovers that really cost Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I mean, this 49ers team looking really intrigued. They're on fire right now. They're going to be going up to the NFC Championships, taking on either Matt Ryan, the Falcons, or the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson.
The 49ers, if they play how they did today, will win the Super Bowl because Colin Kaepernick was unstoppable. Frank Gore had a great game. Michael Crabtree lit it up today. Vernon Davis had a good game. And then you look defensively. Even though Justin Smith isn't playing great, you still have Aldon Smith, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Deshaun Goldson, Dante Whitner. It is a stacked defense, and today they played like an unstoppable offense. So for me, the 49ers have become the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if Colin Kaepernick can come out and duplicate or put anything together close to this performance next week. But if the 49ers offense stays in this type of rhythm, and even if this isn't what Colin Kaepernick turns out to be, if he can just stay hot for 2 more games, the 49ers might end up winning the Super Bowl. As for the Packers, their season ends, and I think it may have ended the career of 2 long-time Green Bay Packers tonight. That would be Donald Driver, who didn't even have a single catch tonight. Really, just there's so many talented young receivers on the Packers that he has kind of fallen out of favor there, much like Hines Ward did in Pittsburgh last year. And then defensively, it might be the end for Charles Woodson, who battled through some injuries this year and has really lost a step over the last few years. He's still a good player, but I tend to think that this might be the end of the road for both of those guys, Justin.
I really do see it right now, set in stone right now, is going to be the end for Donald Driver. I mean, this Packers receiving core is stacked. You got James Jones, Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson. You got the uprising of Tom Crabtree, who has been really under the radar for a lot of even fantasy players out there. Tom Crabtree, this is a guy you guys want to look out for in the future of the Green Bay Packers. And you also got Randall Cobb, the forget to leave him out there. But you know, I think the biggest impact of what's really going to hurt this team is going to be that motivational type of player on their defense, and that's going to be Charles Woodson. You know, it's kind of hard to, you know, to replace a Hall of Fame caliber safety like Charles Woodson. I mean, I'm not saying right now he's going to be retired, but you know what? It seems it could be likely that it could be the end.
We'll see what happens. We know that the San Francisco 49ers are headed to the NFC title game. They await the winner of tomorrow night's Falcons and Seahawks game. I'm Tim Kelly for Justin Godsey. We'll see you guys later.
Just a little blaze around the corner from fear.